as we are at the peak of powerful reinvention, individually and collectively. As we reach the top, we reach new heights, new altitudes of what was, what is, and what's possible. The past, present, and future are all easily accessible from this height. And as we learn to stabilize in recent transformations and our soul's ascension to become a crystalline pillar of light within, we are ready for the path of collective and individual reinvention. Welcome to our February 2024 energy update. This month is truly a peak of reinvention, individually, collectively, and my main message to share was really about this rebuilding, restabilization, and refinding new ways forward. This month is really going to help us in the becoming of who we are and how we are going to move forward in the collective from transformations and reinventions and new innovations that we may be guided to share or begin to gather for or begin to learn from others about as we are guided in our journeys. There are many ways that invention energies can move through, and remaining open to the expanded possibilities of how this may look or move through for each of us is going to help with the multidimensional ways that this energy will really help us with moving in with the age of Aquarius to be embodied in these energies as ways that is unique for each and every one of us. And these changes at first are going to feel quite destabilizing. And I was really sensing this as well coming through around with the new moon in Aquarius, which will be on February 9th. And the focus was really on helping us to energetically stabilize around that time. There are a lot of energies as well with Uranus that will be kicked up around that new moon. And so the changes and the transformation that we may be moving through can feel disruptive, can feel very destabilizing. And at the same time, it's also because our higher selves are aligning us to the new pathways in which we are meant to align with the collective in new unexpected ways and breakthroughs, but yet the full picture is not fully aligned. And I'm being guided to share how every new invention or innovation or idea began as someone's birthed idea or a breakthrough or this beautiful moment of clarity that gives hope or inspiration to someone. And being a trailblazer, paving a path for something new in your own life. And this doesn't have to be some big invention in the way that we speak of. It could be something that is a daily practice or something that you implement daily, and it's disruptive to your daily routine or your daily life enough that it feels like you're inventing yourself, you're inventing your whole life. But I do feel that so many of us are really moving through these inventions of self that are really going to pull through larger picture ways in which we're going to show up, that we have to trust in the unknown as we continue following steps in new ways forward. And these new moon energies are going to really also set up the month ahead and really move us deeper from the metamorphosis stage that we had been kind of catapulted through in ways. It feels very quantum leap metamorphosis that many of us kind of in ways almost feel like we were moved through quicker than we may have expected. And it's bringing many of us to this transition point of not being in the olds anymore, but not yet fully being in the new, and really being able to see all angles of these timelines, and yet wondering which step, which direction, which way to go, and which feels the most aligned to who we are after our most recent metamorphosis moments. And this is where the reinvention energies come through, because I am being shown how a lot of the energies and ways that we might receive guidance or downloads or breakthroughs on that move through at this time, some of them are going to take quite some time throughout the rest of this year and even into 2025 before they form more maturity, and can bring this conflicting energy where it feels like everything is moving right now in time and space, like this inertia. And I keep seeing someone running into the wind as well, and yet then there's a wind behind them, so it's like there's a wind that they're running into and then a wind that is pushing them forward. And so there's ease, but then there's also this other element of wind that almost makes us feel blinded to the fullness of the timelines or the full maturity, and make us feel as if the timelines that we are accessing towards our future are happening now, because also in ways they are. We are tapping into those energies and really bringing those ideas forward, and really also tuning into higher dimensional aspects of ourself or our higher self, or really raising into higher vibration in our ascension. So we're really downloading some really big information and frequencies, and our physical body wants to take all of this energy and just run with it and run into the wind and be carried with the wind into all of the new information, new downloads and breakthroughs. And so this month can bring a little bit of some conflicting energies with that, but it's also really nice, because if we have felt like we've been in the dark for a little bit about exactly what we're doing coming up on our paths, or how we're going to start to make new actions, new moves, I am sensing that more of these new innovative energies or breakthroughs are really going to start to kind of anchor through or appear to us. And for advice, it's all about trying to stabilize these energies as best as we can, while taking action where we're meant to, and trying our best to honor the clarity within these scattered timelines. I am receiving around the 222 portal, they're showing me these fissures, and they are energetic fissures that are being rebuilt, and I'm being shown these two tubes, and they're very much like energetic pillars, and I'm seeing them as these pastel rainbow pillars of light. They hold crystalline DNA structures of light, and within that there are DNA strands, multiple DNA strands, and I'm receiving information about soul contract activations. There seems to be a lot of soul contracts that are dissolving. There's a formation coming of new contracts and divine contracts, and I'm really being guided to bring to focus the energy of two, and the harmony, the balance, the linking, the mirroring. And it does feel very linked in with twin flame connections and soulmate connections, and also soul tribe connections. People who are aligned with you on deep soul levels that can help you transcend and create these DNA spirals within your connections. And just from their energy fields linking together, there's a chain that is spiraling from the back of the spine up to source, cosmos, universe. And it's also helping to anchor unity codes to Earth, to Gaia's grid lines. I'm also feeling a lot of scientific DNA type of upgrade activation energies, very cellular level energetic upgrades. I'm also sensing this very intricately woven as well with galactic energies and people receiving downloads through breakthroughs from galactic energy teams that are more scientific in healing processes or activations or codes. Now the Virgo full moon on February 24th, this feels like a more supportive or gentle energy moving through. I am sensing support around being held in our dreams and allowing the intuitive energies to flow through a more supportive feeling container. And this container is being shown to me as our physical vessels, our physical bodies, allowing more of our higher self, more of our multidimensional energies and downloads to move through us with more ease, feeling more home within ourselves, and also feeling a bit more home here on Earth with the grid lines of Mother Gaia, and feeling support from some more multidimensional energies that are really going to help move through us a bit more smoothly. I also feel that more containers through the sense of connections with other people may be being facilitated at this time, and also our external world and maneuvering our spaces in ways that really hold space for the new reinvention of ourselves. I also feel that there may be a focus around our work at this time and how we show up to work or our jobs, how we facilitate our energies through our higher self, through our physical vessels into the type of work that we do. And this could also look like a new environment or setting up new environments, just allowing sacred containers to flow through. And I'm also sensing with the divine feminine energies very strongly too, with this next full moon coming through, really allowing us to feel more held through the divine feminine energies within ourselves. And I also feel that with Virgo, working more with the earth spirits or working with the earth energies, it feels like the grid of Gaia has a bit more access around this time. And I am hearing reference to earth keepers of light and how more of us, as we are downloading these higher dimensional energies through our vessel, being called to help to anchor our energies into the earth's grid, into Gaia's crystalline network of ley lines, and this being part of our service. I am sensing that this Virgo full moon will help us to create this completion, to allow us to also prepare for the spring season, and allowing us to finalize and wrap up any energies that have really shifted, have brought these radical changes for us from last month of January into this month, and really setting us up for the spring season. So those were all the messages that I was guided to share at this time. And as always, if this video was helpful for you, I would love if you left a like on this video as a way to let me know, and subscribe to this growing community so we can rejoin here again next time. And I love hearing everyone's shares and comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning in with me, and I am sending blessings to you until we connect again next time.